Joey Longo, A Gangster's Tale, by J.N. Wdowski. For your full enjoyment, be sure to read or listen to the end. Chapter 5. Carrots. The next morning. Tommy arrived at Joey's apartment, finding his door removed. Men in work clothes were just about to install a heavy steel door onto a new steel doorway frame. Another man was setting up a security camera down the hallway that overlooked everything up to the elevator. Tommy walked past the men, finding Joey sitting at the kitchen table with a cup of coffee. "Did I miss something?" Tommy asked as he went to grab a mug and poured himself a cup from the pot in the coffee machine. "I had uninvited guests last night," Joey responded. "What did they take?" Tommy asked, looking around and seeing that the flat-screen 70-inch UHD TV was still mounted on the living room wall. "They didn't take anything. They did leave me $20,000. "They left you $20,000? Who, the Tooth Fairy? It's way too early for Santa." Tommy sat at the end of the table with his coffee. "Rodrigo with Juan and 2 others, Joey answered. "It helped me pay for the new security door and CCTV cameras." "Cameras? I saw the guy installing only one at the end of the hallway." "Cameras. There is more than one." Joey looked upset, something Tommy had not seen in his face since they were kids. "I can't believe how stupid I was. It could have all ended up very differently last night." Joey looked at Tommy. "If it had played out just a hair off, you would have found the police here and several chalked-out body outlines on the floor. One of them might have been mine." "Sorry I wasn't here to back you," Tommy answered. "No, it is good you weren't. I just got a little too arrogant. It was a nice wake-up call for me to be more on my toes. So I'm beefing up security. I don't need any more unwanted guests when I arrive home." "Perhaps you should call for backup." Tommy drank his coffee. "Not yet. Like I said, last night could have easily gone south, yet it didn't." Joey replied just as Anita entered the open doorway, turning the heads of all the workmen as she did. She was wearing a soft, low-cut summer dress that flowed as she walked. "I heard Rodrigo was here last night. Are you okay?" She walked up to Joey, kissing him on the forehead. "I am fine. We merely talked and got to know each other." Joey looked up at her. "Coffee?" "Yes, please." She answered Joey, who began to stand to get her a coffee. She put a hand on his shoulder, stopping him from standing. "Don't get up. I am a big girl. I can get it myself." She went and got herself a cup and returned with the pot, freshening Joey's cup. She returned the pot to the coffee machine and sat in the chair with the sliding doors to the balcony behind her. "So, he made you an offer?" "Yes, and I made him an offer," Joey replied. She looked confused. "You mean you asked for more to work for him?" "No, I offered him a chance to work with me," Joey answered dryly. "What?" What he was saying made no sense to her. "You don't offer Rodrigo a job. He's a boss." "Not for much longer." Joey drank his coffee. "Thanks for the refill." "Enjoy it. It may be your last." She frowned. "I can't believe you." "Believe," Tommy spoke up. A knock came on the wall of the still open doorway. Standing there was the waitress from last night with 2 other attractive Chinese women. They were all wearing low-cut V-neck t-shirts and short blue jean shorts. "May we enter?" the waitress from last night asked. "Ah, who are they?" Anita angrily asked Joey. "You may," Joey answered. "I assume Mr. Chen sent you?" "Dway," the waitress answered. "You forgot your red envelope last night." She placed the thick envelope on the kitchen table in front of Joey. The girl in the yellow t-shirt walked behind Tommy and began massaging his shoulders. "This is Shu Yu. I fear her English is limited." The girl in pink moved behind Joey and began massaging his shoulders. "Tien also doesn't speak English. They are both new arrivals." Anita brushed Tien's hands off Joey. "He doesn't need her." "Nada Mingza Ma?" Joey asked the waitress in the white V-neck. She bowed her head slightly. "May-Hwua." She smiled at Joey. "Beautiful flower, a suitable name for you." Joey looked up at her, returning her smile. Okay. You delivered your envelope. You and your friends can now go back to Mr. Chen. Anita snapped at May-Hwua. We were sent by Mr. Chen to please Mr. Longo, his gift to him. May-Hwua explained to Anita. It would be a great insult to Mr. Chen if we were returned. I fear we may be punished for failing to please. May-Hwua responded, although I am happy to be here. She blushed slightly as she stared into Joey's eyes. Joey could feel the heat from Anita. He turned to plead with her. They might be punished. What harm to let them stay? He directed her with his eyes to look at Tommy, who was in his own personal heaven, as Shu Yu gave him a deep shoulder rub. Look how happy Tommy is. Can you be so cruel? Can we keep them, just for a little bit? He looked at her with soft, puppy eyes. Red in the face, Anita took some money out of her purse and handed a small wad of cash into May-Hwa's hand. Here, you and your friends can go see a movie, or go shopping for the day. Then go back to Chen and tell him mission accomplished. She then looked down at Joey. You're not going to get rid of me so easily. You're much more possessive than I thought you would be. Joey smiled at her. Isn't she? He asked Tommy. Yeah, sure, Tommy answered with his eyes closed, still enjoying the massage. Very. Seeing the money in May-Hwa's hand, the two other girls lit up and went to her. Both stared at the cash. They seemed to be nearly salivating. May-Hwua split the money between the two young women as she spoke to them in Chinese. The girls giggled and bowed their heads to Anita and left happily. And you? Anita looked at May-Hwua. Why aren't you joining them? Easy money. May-Hwua went behind Tommy and took over the massage the other girl had been doing for him. She half smiled at Anita. I choose stay. I not get rid of so easily, too. Her eyes smiled at Joey as she worked on Tommy's neck and shoulders. Tommy was in deeper pleasure under May-Hwa's fingers. Let her stay. What about Teresa? Anita asked Tommy. Does she give massages like these? Tommy closed his eyes, letting May-Hwua play him like a talented pianist would a Steinway. Teresa? Give massages? No. She is too connected to give anyone a massage, Anita explained. Well, then you answered your own question, moaned Tommy. Yeah, right there. Noon. Joey checked his phone's ability to monitor all the new security cameras. Confident that the system was working, he placed his phone in his front pants pocket. He then closed and locked 2 of the 3 locks on his new steel door. Why don't you lock all of them? Asked Anita. If someone is picking the locks, they may unlock 2 but will unknowing lock the unlocked one, Tommy explained. Still preventing them from entering, Joey was not ready to trust Anita or May-Hwua. Which I expect both of you to keep to yourselves. Both girls nodded. Yes. Tommy realized from Joey's glance of disapproval that he had said too much. Sorry. Joey led the small group to the elevator. Lunch? He asked. We can go to Mr. Chen's. He would be pleased to have you back again, May-Hwua recommended. We just had Chinese last night, Joey replied as he hit the button for the elevator. Yeah, Tommy agreed. Surprised and disappointed. You know like Chinese? I love Chinese, especially real Chinese food, Joey answered, leading them into the open elevator. Tommy hit the button for the ground floor. I assume you want Italian? Asked Anita. You rather eat Italian, yes? Had Italian the other night, Joey replied. But you're Italian? I would figure you love Italian. Anita was now surprised. Don't be fooled by my family name. I am only part Italian. I'm a mutt, Joey said as the elevator doors opened to his building's ground floor lobby. A mutt? May-Hwua was confused by the term. I am of mixed European heritage. My great-grandparents are from Italy, Germany, England, and the Ukraine. A little bit of Ashkenazi Jewish snuck in on my Ukrainian side of the family. I am 100% New Yorker. He walked outside to the street as he explained. He raised his hand to hail a cab. As a New Yorker, I don't really like to eat the same ethnic food more than once a week. Have you had barbacoa? Anita recommended. I have not. Sounds interesting, Joey said as Tommy got into the front seat next to the cabbie. Joey allowed May-Hwua to enter first. He then followed her, positioning himself between the women in the back. I know a place then. Anita leaned forward and told the cabbie where to go. She sat back, placing her left hand on Joey's right thigh. Looking down at her hand on his leg, she saw that May-Hwua already had her hand on his other thigh. Anita gave a notable hump as she grabbed Joey's right arm and pulled him closer to her. May-Hwua responded by grabbing his left arm and pulling him towards her. "Ladies, please," Joey protested as he felt they were going to split him into two.
Be sure to continue to Chapter 6, Sticks. Please help support the author by liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing.